Become the tree, be the tree, I am the tree!
So, wir sind heute in Tübingen mit Maike.
Hi!
So this is Tübingen,
Yeah.
a city or town
In Baden-Württemberg, yeah.
Exactly, in southern Baden-Württemberg, and it's mostly known for its university.
Yeah.
And that's basically most of why people live here too. But it has a very nice population of cars. No, it has a very nice very old town center that has been upkept very nicely. And that is why we are going to do a little tour with Maike as our tour guide. Yay! Because she's one of the people that lives here to study. What a surprise.
Nice to meet you people. I hope I can, explain some things about the city as least awkwardly as possible. And I hope you will enjoy this tour. Tübingen marketplace. The city of Tübingen developed out of Alemannic settlements somewhere around exactly here. It only really gained importance for other people when there was the founding of the University of Tübingen in 1477. So, as you can see, although there have been industrial settlements around here, it never became very much of an industrial city. And it was also spared during the Second World War. So most of it that was built once still exists.
Isn't that nice?
Yes! It is indeed a very nice city. Collegiate Church of St. George. It was named after St. George the Dragon Slayer. No one really knows when it was built. Besides, it was rebuilt so much that really, none of the things you see here existed in the original church. It was literally just every wall was taken down and rebuilt and everything. Say, this whole church is made of lies, okay? What looks like Gothic architecture was actually made in 1950, for example. And the oldest part of this church is actually the tower. The tower was started being built in 1411 and stopped being built at 1590. So somewhat more than around 200 years. I really don't know if it's really that pretty to warrant 200 years of building, but there are competitors. There are other churches that were built around the same time and they're much prettier. Just saying. Theaters, by the way. Yeah, just small ones, but it has also the Landestheater Tübingen, so the state theater is also here.
I think the pretty thing about this town is that you have so many different levels that you constantly can look up or down at something, and that just gives you a nice,
that is
dimensional.
However, it is really sucky when you have to. That's something I will get into later. The university doesn't have a campus, so to get from one lecture hall to the other, you have to walk or take the bus. some are so far apart you really have no other choice than to take the bus, because otherwise you won't make it on time. And so there has been even made a song about Tübingen being so hilly and it being really bad for the knees.
I'll link that in the description for those interested.
This is the Alte Bose. Roughly translates to old dorm, though Bose is a very, very old word, so most people in Germany wouldn't know what it means, I think. At least I would not have known it.
Me neither.
This is the oldest still existing university building in Tübingen. It was built in, I think, 1477. Yep, it was built in 1478. I'm sorry.
Not that anyone can remember that.
It has been a dorm for a while, about 10 to 20 years. After that it became a clinic, and after that it was rebuilt, and now it houses the Faculty of the History of Art, and it houses the Faculty of the Philosophers. So this is where I studied, for example, because my minor subject was History of Art.
Can you tell us something about these weird looking boats? Oh, punts.
Those are punts. Yeah, because we have a punt race once a year in Tübingen. It actually attracts a whole lot of visitors. I never took part, I have to admit that. I'm a bit ashamed. The punt race does have quite a lot of traditions. For example, it does have a costume parade, which is really funny. And the last punt to reach the finish line has to drink a whole bottle of cold liver oil. Right now we're walking away along the Neckar front. It's essentially the part of Tübingen that gets photographed over and over again. It's so pretty. Well, it is understandable. The houses are from the 16th century, and somewhere over there we can see the Hölderlinturm, named after Friedrich Hölderlin, that's the poet, for those of you who don't know, who lived here for quite a while, actually about 40 years until his death.
You can take Micah for size. This kind of looks like it comes out of a fantasy movie. With all the trees around, and we caught the right moment to have nobody here. So it kind of looks like a, look how small she is. Oh, sorry, look how big he is. So yeah, this is a nice, interesting statue that Micah is going to tell us more about in just a second.
This is a statue of Friedrich. He was a German componist who was very important for the German national feeling. Here we see the one side of the statue, which is a very interesting statue. We can see him compositing music, while on the other side of the statue we can see fallen soldiers, a couple that says goodbye, and altogether just all the horrible things. As you can see, maybe the soldier, you can see his ribs, so he's really starved. So in a way it symbolizes just how, on the other hand, this national feeling produced by socialist music as well as a lot of other things also gave, well, from his back literally emerged the horrible things of World War II. And I think, I don't know, I really wouldn't say that Silke had that much an impact on World War II, to be honest. But I still think that it's a really nice statue, because yeah, it does show that being proud of your country can be a double-edged sword.
So, what's this?
This is the new auditorium, or Neue Aula.
Next to a very busy street.
Yep, and with very, very loud fountains. This is the faculty of the law students, of course. That's what you get for having better argumentative skills. You get nice things. It was built by Gottlob Georg Bach in 1841. That's the same guy who made the old State Gallery in Stuttgart, by the way. Wie hat es dir denn gefallen, Katja, hier?
Sehr gut. Nach wie vor eine sehr schöne Stadt.
Finde ich auch. Ich muss sagen, auch jetzt, seitdem ich hier 4 Jahre lebe, es gefällt mir immer noch sehr gut hier.
So, das war Tübingen. Ja, ich hoffe mal, wir haben euch einen schönen Überblick gegeben. Und ansonsten bis nächsten Dienstag.
But all the damage is caused and fixable.